Namaskaram to all. Today we are going to discuss about origin and evolution of life from unit 19. Origin of earth. Origin of life is linked with the origin of earth. The Big Bang theory explains the origin of universe. It proposes that the universe had an explosive beginning, that is Big Bang, and originated 15 billion years ago. You know very well, the universe comprised of stars, cloud of gas and dust which form the galaxies. The solar system was probably created when the gaseous cloud started to collapse due to the force of its own gravity, forming atoms and particles. So those atoms, dust grains and gaseous disk aggregated to form clumps and gave rise to planets. Next, theories on origin of life. There are many theories. Let us see one by one. First, special creation. This idea embodies that life on earth is a divine creation and also attributes to supernatural event at a particular time in the past. It also emphasizes that life has not changed ever since its origin. Like Hindu epics are telling, we are created by Brahma. Christians, Bible is telling we are created by Yesu Christu. From Quran we are getting to know that the world created by Allah. So there is a supernatural power created everything. Okay, it is believed by some people, so they propose the theory special creation. Next, spontaneous generation. We can also call it as abiogenesis. According to this theory, life originated spontaneously from lifeless matter. They wrongly believed that fishes originated from mud, frogs from moist soil, and insects from decaying matter. This theory also disproved. Next, biogenesis. It was speculated by Louis Pasteur that life originates from pre-existing life. He showed that pre-sterilized flasks kept closed airtight with killed yeast did not give rise to any life form, while in another flask kept open to air, living organisms arose from killed yeast. So he proved that life originates from pre-existing life. But next, extraterrestrial or cosmic origin. Some scientists still believe that life came from outer space. This states that units of life called spores, that is panspermia, were transferred to different planets including Earth. This is still an idea of some astronomers. Chemical evolution of life. This idea was developed by Oparin and Haldane. They proposed that with the conditions prevailing on Earth, life arose by a series of sequential chemical reactions. The first form of life could have come from the pre-existing non-living inorganic molecules, which gave rise to formation of diverse organic molecules. So this modern concept on chemical evolution regarding origin of life was accepted. Next, evidences of evolution. So evolution means it's a gradual development of an organism. There are evidences support the concept of evolution that all organisms have evolved from common ancestors. Let us see one by one. First, evidences from morphology and anatomy. Homologous organs. The homologous organs are those which have inherited from common ancestors with similar developmental pattern in embryos, but they look dissimilar and adapted for different functions. If you take analogous organs, the analogous organs look similar and perform similar function, but they have different origin and developmental pattern. Example for homologous, four limbs of vertebrates. For analogous, wings of different organisms. Next, vestigial organs. The degenerated and non-functional organs of animals are called vestigial organs. The same organs are found to be well developed and functional in some of the related forms, but some of the vestigial organs in man are not function. They are vermiform appendix, nictitating membrane, caudal vertebra, coccyx, etc. Next, atavism. The reappearance of ancestral characters in some individuals is called atavism. For example, presence of rudimentary tail in newborn babies, presence of thick hair on the human body. Right. Next, evidences from embryology. The study of comparative embryology of different animals supports the concept of evolution. In what way? The embryos from fish to mammals are similar in their early stages of development. The differentiation of their special characters appear in the later stages of development only. This can be easily understood by biogenetic law or recapitulation theory. This was given by Ernest Haeckel. According to this theory, ontogeny recapitulates phylogeny. Evidences from paleontology. Paleontology deals with the study of fossils. The study of fossils helps us to understand the line of evolution of many invertebrates and vertebrates. Fossil record shows that the evolution has taken a gradual process from simple to complex organisms. The origin of modern birds is supported by the evidences from paleontology. Example, Archaeopteryx is the oldest known fossil bird. It was an early bird-like form found in Jurassic period. It is considered to be a connecting link between reptiles and birds because it had wings with feathers like a bird. It had a long tail like a reptile, clawed digits and conical teeth, etc. Jean-Baptiste Lamarck was a French naturalist, well known for his theory of evolution. Lamarck's theory of evolution was published in Philosophic Zoologic in the year 1809. It was popularly known as theory of inheritance of acquired characters, or use and disuse theory, or Lamarckism. Principles of Lamarckism. First, internal vital force. Living organisms or their component parts tend to increase in size continuously. This increase in size is due to the inherent ability of the organisms, like giraffe. Environment and new needs. A change in the environment brings about changes in the need of the organism. In response to the changing environment, the organism develops certain adaptive characters. So this leads to the formation of new species. Use and disuse theory. Lamarck's use and disuse theory states that if an organism is used constantly, the organ develops well and gets strengthened. But when an organ is not used for a long time, it gradually degenerates. The ancestors of giraffe were provided with short neck and short forelimbs. Due to shortage of grass, they were forced to feed on leaves from trees. The continuous stretching of their neck and forelimbs resulted in the development of long neck and long forelimbs. This is example for use theory. The degenerated wing of kiwi is an example for organ of disuse theory. Because in Australia, New Zealand, there were no predators, so kiwi is the bird. Because of no predators, it forgot to fly. So the wings were degenerated gradually. Okay, now the kiwi is called as flightless bird. Okay, next, theories of inheritance of acquired characters. When there is a change in the environment, the animals respond to the change. They develop adaptive structures. The characters developed by the animals during their lifetime in response to the environmental changes are called acquired characters. According to Lamarck, the acquired characters are transmitted to the offspring by the process of inheritance. Thank you.